Today I'll talk about like Solana, the current state and the future state. To be honest, I think Solana has been doing quite well, like during 2024. This well is not about the price; it's more about the developer ecosystem, a lot of varieties, on the entire ecosystem developments. So I'll dig in. So I summarized everything into 5 lines. Basically, I think in a simple way, in crypto way, we have a curve. Solana was able to cover left curve, mid curve, and right curve. So on the left curve, we have all the meme coins, infras. On the right curve, we have all the institutions, payments, and on the mid curve, there are NFT, DeFi, stuff like that. So I think it's all benefiting from the infra of Solana itself. It was fast, it was cheap, and it's parallel processing. Everything was simple to use, and it has everything that developer ready for to build their product. And it's more focused on consumer side. And we'll cover this when we go into mobile and go into payments. Also, in the end, we have a DP and an AI, which I think is especially AI is the future for a long-term trending for crypto as well. So first of all, Solana has been doing quite well. I abstracted data from Artemis. It's been running very well over, average daily transaction numbers was way more than other chains. I put up a lot of, other popular chains, even include Base and Ethereum, Sui. Solana has been doing quite well as average daily transaction volumes. And it's also doing very well on the daily active addresses. So compared to all the other chains, Solana has been fairly active, around 7 million per day as an active address on chain. And what they do, most of them are doing on the DEX trading. And compared to all the other chains, including Ethereum, Solana has been actually quite over other chains in terms of DEX transactions volume. So and also this is the results. But from the beginning, for example, the Radar hackathon we have over 10,000 participants and over 1,300 project submissions and over 120 countries global-wise. This is something I think is way more than any ecosystem I have seen. And the diversifications, all this people participations is way more than other chains. And this is there is a reason for that because there are VC supporting, there is an infra supporting, and there is a culture supporting the ecosystems. For example, for Q3, we have over 173 million VC fundings for projects that are building on Solana. This will give a lot of projects a long-term runway to building and to realize their dreams for products. And this is the culture that Solana presenting is a very good collaborating cultures global-wise. Solana is intends to be it has been through a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of historical things being with the crypto for a while, and Solana was resilient enough to live through a lot of bumps, and now we're here. So even this year, Solana has a breakpoint in Singapore. It's the first time breakpoint ever hosted in Asia, and has over 8,000 people sign ups and participate. So this is actually way more than I think that we could receive in Asia, but it happened. So let's see the mobile. So Solana is all for consumer applications. The low transaction cost, the fast transaction speed is all for the user experience. So we see here is there are 6 different projects that really big on Solana are going to mobile. So mobile is everyday usage on your phone, able to bring up the phone. Start trading, using a wallet, doing payments, minting NFT, and even doing the gaming side, which is the last one called Photo Finish. They're doing the horse racing stuff, are so convenient. And we also even have those physical mobile applications and devices already. So Solana launched the 2nd generation phone called Seeker. And then there's a Jumbo V2 also launched with Solana. It's $99 phone with AI capabilities. Here we go. Nice. And there's also a Solana gaming console as well. So yeah, if you're into mobile devices, it could be your wallet, cold wallet, it could be your payment device, and it could also be your AI assistant. So Solana has everything slowly ready. I think this is actually coming faster than I expected. It's like in your daily life, maybe your health tracker, your phone, and a couple other things will be slowly replacing with crypto-ready product. And back to the 2024, mid of 2024, we also launched this thing called blockchain links or blinks. What it do is it use one URL and you blend it into your tweets or other social media platforms. It will bring up the UI UX for a user to interact directly with the crypto projects. So there is no more, here's the link, click into it, connect the wallet, and then do the transaction. Right now, it's just it push everything in front of you through the public social network that you use in daily life. For example, Twitter, Instagram, or Discord. And you can directly purchase, buy, vote, and do other stuff. Subscribe, everything's on chain directly. This is a huge improvement, in my opinion, that bringing a massive adoption is one step closer to crypto world. And people has been talking about institutions. It's been a while. I would say if it's not 10 years, probably 5 years. But to us, I think institutions are here. Not only to mention, PayPal has launched their PYUSD stablecoin on Solana using token 2022 feature, but we also have a Visa, which is supporting all the USDC transactions settled on Solana, and we have a MasterCard, Robinhood, Stripe, all integrating with Solana. Besides that, we also have traditional institutions, banking, asset managers integrating with Solana as well. The Franklin Templeton, SocGen, and also Securitize, all integrating with Solana. So Franklin Templeton launched their 1.7 billion money market fund on Solana. So you can actually subscribe to that on chain. And also, Securitize is a tokenization platform that has actually handling a lot of tokenization process for different funds globally, and they're integrating with Solana as well. And payments. So I think down to the very initial creation of blockchain, one utility for that is payments. Solana was able to really facilitate a lot of payments process because it's cheap and fast. So we have different companies here. There are actually way more companies that building payments on Solana, but I only including the one that I think is interesting and is relatively new this year. So Sling Money has been building global payments over 76 countries. And we have ZAR, which is facilitating payments in Africa. Huma Finance is doing pre-funding cross-border payments. And we have a Sapphire, Travala. If you're doing crypto payments for booking your trip, hotel, air tickets, Travala is one of the options. They came to Solana this year. And debit card is a huge part for on-ramp, off-ramp in the way that connecting with your real life. I think a lot of people are saying, "Oh, how we actually real use for crypto in the real life?" I think debit card is the way. So there's a Fuse Pay, built by Squaw's team. Squaw's is the multi-sig protocol on Solana, and there is a Solana card was issued by Cast, and then there is a Cloud card was issued by Sanctum, and then the Reap card is a tier 1 card issuers that on the Visa network. And deeping is a big part for not only this cycle but also last cycle. We saw Render came to Solana, Helium came to Solana too. Solana has been able to capture the most deeping project that building global-wise. So if you see the chart, Masari concluded that in August that Solana has 78 projects building on deeping, which is actually more than other chains. And I will share one example here. It's a Hive Mapper. Personally, I think Hive Mapper has been doing quite an interesting project. So on the data side, you will see it reached 10 million unique miles global-wise which is covered 27% of global, roads. This is actually 5 times faster than Google Street was able to update their views. So if you open your Google Street views, the things you see probably like, a quarter ago, like 3 months ago. Before Hype Mappers, they were able to updating a lot of things like, almost like a couple weeks. This is being like benefiting from, all the decentralized users using their camera cam on their cars and, able to capturing the street views almost like, as frequent as they drive out. And they were able to sell the data to the top global map makers. And so we have this like Fire Dancers. So Fire Dancer is a new client that built by Jump Crypto. A new client, you can think in a way of you have 2 phones. One is Android, one is iOS. Once the one phone maybe like, run out of batteries, you have another phone running. Both of them has WhatsApp, able to pop up things. So one die, you're still able to, communicate it with your friends on the other phone. So the second client is similar to this, but it's writing in different language. It makes the network more resilient, more safe, and safer, and also more stabilized. Only 2 other chains has a second client. One is Bitcoin, one is Ethereum. So Solana is the third one. And I'll cover a couple of latest updates. It's more for institution. Solana has been positioned to capture the major adoptions from institutions as well. So the first one is called token extension. So I've been chatting with the friends down the stage. So this is one of the things that I think is very interesting, called token extension. It's a native token features built into the token. There's no smart contract, no auditing need. Once you launch a token, it has all these 13 extensions natively built into the token. What does it do is you can do the confidential payments with auditing. You can do freeze and seize if you see some miscellaneous transactions, or a regulator say, hey, I want to freeze this account or revert the transactions. This can be done through token extension. And it's permission transfer, which means you can only do transfer within dedicated address that under your control or under your KYC token permission. This is actually very useful features for a lot of stablecoin issuers or market fund or those big companies that issuing their tokens, bonds. And Solana had this permission environment. So this means basically everything within that environment will be controlled by you, even including the nodes. So if you want to run blockchain technology without letting anyone know that you can run in this environment, it's a permission environment. You can host your own node. You can have a gas or without gas. You can have dedicated accounts just to testing, and if everything tests out well, you can do a bridge and bridge the token to the the mainnet. So it gave a lot of major financial company asset managers abilities to launch their own token, bond token, and do the testing, and then launch to the mainnet. And ZK compression is I wouldn't say it's a new technology, but it's actually being implemented on Solana very well. It's so basically it will reduce the 99% of the storage, which also translates into the cost. Assume that Solana was priced still at a 160. Here's the chart we do. So basically, if you mint 10,000 NFT on Solana, it costs you about $30. Versus if you do that on Ethereum, it's about $650,000. So the cost is drastically different. And I do see a lot of deeping projects actually saving their data on chain with ZK compression technology, which will reduce their cost and also making everything on chain. And 2024 beyond, Fire Dancer is going to launch the mainnet. Super exciting. I think this is something will making Solana into the next phase. And I'm also thinking there will be more institutional adoptions. We call it AOC, assets on chain. So it will probably be the trending and the phrase for adoptions for institutions. A lot of assets will probably go on chain, and we do see this trend is coming. And there will be more adoptions for Solana Actions Blinks. Solana Pay has been successfully integrating with Blinks, so which means you can do direct payments more easily through your wallets to whatever people are trying to provide through the Blinks. And also, I think the generalized state compressions will be able to make that happen on chain and make things available on chain, less off-chain computation storage, but more on-chain storage, and continue to be fully on chain. And of course, the PayFi has been a very popular topics for a while. I think it's something like unavoidable, and payments is always the key and the fundamental for crypto. And AI is a big part. I think we do see a lot of AI, AI agents, Launchpad, AI agents, like autonomous AI agents is coming through into on-chain. I think it's a long-term trending. So personally, I'm very interested in it. And if you're building anything like AI, let me know. I'll be around, so chat with me. And the last one will be layer 2 or SVM. Those kind of things are making like Solana more adaptive and wider use. We have Sonic building like a gaming chain, gaming layer 2. We have soon Ellipsis building like SVM. So yeah, there are a lot of things coming up. And most importantly, if you missed the Breakpoint 2024 in Singapore, we have Breakpoint 2025 in Abu Dhabi, which is happening in December. So it's a cool season. It'll be nice. So yeah, thanks everyone. This is all I have to share.